Another one, guys. I'm gonna wait for some people to enter the room, and then we'll get started with today's topic. 2024 signs of a toxic relationship. Because I know that a lot of chosen ones are in this place where they're learning the gift of discernment. They're learning how to spot a good one from a bad one. Hold on one second. Just in case you want to go out. But it's right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just letting some people get in the chat room, into the live. But there's a lot of people, a lot of chosen ones, that are actually in this place right now where they're learning everything they can. We can all feel everything pushing towards the end, or it's getting really dangerously close to the end. So people are now arming themselves, especially the chosen ones, those starseeds, those light workers, indigo children, as they called it in the 70s, probably in the 60s too. But people are arming themselves with the tools they need to know. How to spot a good egg from a bad egg, how to spot a real one from a fake one. But we're going to get into all that today. I want to say thank you to Lady Ree for the donation to the channel, because I appreciate it, guys. If you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App information is down below. There's also Super Chats, guys. I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. But when I was looking up this topic and really thinking about the talking points that I wanted to talk to y'all about, it became really aware to me that, like, I'm well versed in this. Toxic relationships, because I had way more than, I don't think it should be normal. I don't think it should be possible to have that many toxic relationships in one lifetime, in one person's life. I think that was a bit much, but God does what he wants to do, so that's how we go. But I had quite a few of them. So I know all of these talking points. I know these like the back of my hand. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Share the video with somebody who may need it, because we got to wake one up out here, y'all. Because time is running out, and we all know this. But it's time to start waking up some of these sleepy people out here. Some of these sleepy Christians and some of these other sleepy people all over the world in whatever religion they come in. But this information's got to get out there, because we really have to start waking these people up. Because time is over. It's pretty much a done deal. But we're going to get into this. 2024 signs of a toxic relationship. And if y'all think back in y'all past, y'all can pretty much assume and pretty much figure out that you've had a lot of toxic relationships in your past. You've had people that you just couldn't figure out for the life of you what the hell was wrong with these people. Like, what was wrong with them? Like, because at first, it was mind-blowing to think that these people could be so different mentally. Not even a physical thing, because that's trivial. That's worldly stuff. Mentally, they could be so different from you. You're like, how in the world is this possible? How are these kind of people even in existence? This is so wrong that it's egregious. It's so wrong that it's like in your face. It's real disrespectful about it. But you don't understand is that people operate this way. And to them, this is normal. Everybody act like this. No, everybody don't act like this. This is psychosis. 2024 signs that you're in a toxic relationship. And I know y'all gonna be able to go along with a lot of these. What's up, everybody, for coming in? What's up, Alyssa? Oh, thank you for subscribing, too. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because this is all about making the chosen ones better. And getting to the place that we need to get to in our life. This purpose that we have. This is why we don't move like everybody else. We don't move like everybody else because we're not like everybody else. These are computer programs. That's why one can come out with a hairstyle or hot pink hair this, and then everybody and their mama got it. Never mind if you're too old to be rocking pink hair. They still doing it. It's a computer program. These people are running on a program. They're running on a program. And it gets kind of scary sometimes. Because if you've been sitting down and watching a movie or watching a sitcom and you know the punchline before they even say it, that's what I'm talking about. Certain people are born on and written on a certain frequency. And they're just opposition in the game. So as you as the main character are moving through this game, there are certain characters that want to interact with you. But they're running on a program. They're running on a program. Because they all do the same thing. So if you really look at the Matrix, and I know a lot of chosen ones and speakers speak on that, but that movie is eye-opening if you start looking at life in a different perspective. But see, I didn't know that these parts of the relationship was wrong because I only had a base of operations of the people I knew around me. So those are the only relationships I had. This is what I had to try to make sense of because everybody around me was acting like this. And I wasn't acting like none of these people. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. Year after year after year. And some things that they did were just like crazy. And how could you morally sleep with yourself at night or live in good conscience with yourself, behave in this way? But see, this is what it was. We were so different from these people because we are not like them. We are the rare breed. So let's wake these people up, guys. Let's get into it. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. The first thing, you always wrong. Always wrong. It don't matter what it is. You and this person could be best friends for a long, long time. Family members. You could be somebody who was stuck in a situation with somebody. And it just so happens that y'all were in the same situation, so you kind of had to be around each other. Like some kids do like work study or something like that where you tied to these people for an indefinite amount of time. But you notice that anytime they tell a story, they always the victim. Or they paint themselves as always the victim, even though in the course of that story they're telling you, you done spotted at least 5 things they done messed up on. But they never wrong. It's always somebody else's fault. But this is the same dynamic that they have with you. Because if you in a toxic relationship with this kind of person, you always wrong. You always wrong. It don't matter what it is, you wrong. And then you start to realize that what you're doing now is you with a person that is never going to get better. They just ain't. They ain't going to get better. They not going to get better. Year after year after year is somebody else's fault. And I don't know about you, but when they pull out that tiny violin and start playing that little simple, that little pity melody, that little pity song, after a while, that shit begins to chew at you. It begins to gnaw at you. Like, how could somebody be that stubborn and stupid and strong-willed to the point of their own life that they will continue to do the same thing and continue to think that it's somebody else's fault? In what world does that happen? So how can a person like this actually succeed? Because we all know. What's up, Miss Choi? What's going on? We all know that we've all been in situations where we could have handled that shit a little better. We could have. And we know we could have. If we being truthful with ourselves, and chosen ones are authentic people. What's wrong with telling the truth? But we could have handled those situations in the past a little better. Maybe not said that. Maybe not did that. Maybe not let that anger consume you in the way that you did. A person that's honest with themselves can always do that. And they do that in every situation, just to see if there's a possibility that that situation could have turned out differently. If it could have turned out differently, it would make sense that one would sit there and look at all sides of it and say, you know what, next time I'm in that situation and I start feeling like this, maybe I'll go left instead of going right. Everybody can do that. Everybody should be doing that. But see, we got some bobbleheads out here. Never mind the keto diet where everybody got bobbleheads. No, we got mental bobbleheads out here. But they're the smartest thing in the world. But you always wrong in the situation. So no matter what kind of solution you try to come up with this person, or to help this person, or to get out of a situation with this person, it's always somebody else's fault. So all you doing is putting a Band-Aid over a cut that is infected. Because they're not fixing what's going on in there because they never wrong. It's always somebody else's fault. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a lifetime to fuck around with these kind of people. Pardon my language. I don't have a lifetime to screw over my future because of these people. I mean, you talk to them and try to help them as much as you can, but you got to concede at some point and say, okay, you go your way and I go mine. Good luck to you and yours. But you can't carry that. But you always wrong. Second thing, they want to strip your self-esteem at all costs. And see, this is the insidious part about it, because They stripping your self-esteem, but they chipping away at you very slightly. A little bit here and a little bit there. And then you really, when I started coming out of these kind of relationships, and I started getting information I needed to have, and I got through the phase where I was mad and angry and pissed off and then mad at myself for allowing it. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So what I'm going to do is focus on me. What I got to do to get to the next step. You know, that's it. That's it. It's all about me. It's all about what I got to do here. Because I had to start believing in myself. And the thing of it was is that now that I started realizing that the relationship was over, all of that little shit they were saying started standing out a little more. Because my mind and in my heart, they were already communicating as one that this relationship got to go. We done. But it's all about exiting stage left the correct way. You can have the best play in the world, but you have to make those scenes flow a little better than that. Okay, I know this relationship is over. It's over. So how do I do this in an effective and painless, quick manner and get it done and over with? Because this is done. But over time, they start making you not believe in yourself. Like, I've literally watched people in the grocery store who have been so, you could tell the scars and the trauma that people have on them. Because you working through those levels, and every day in a good one, but you working through those levels, but you can look in the store and see people who are still in the trauma. You can't tell offhand if they're working on it or not, but you can see there's an issue because they can get in the store and look at something on the shelf. And they want to make up their mind about this one, but then they go back over here, and you can watch them just double-mindedness because you have been so unsure of yourself because they have been chipping away at your self-esteem for so long. And then once you start getting ready to come up out of that, Lady Ree, again, thank you for the donation. I wanted to bring that up because I forgot to mention you, and I wanted to make sure I got you. They've been chipping away at your self-esteem for so long that you don't even trust your own self. You don't trust you no more. And see what that is, that's like a cancer. That's like a cancer in your being, in your spirit, in your soul. They are killing you and filling you with doubt, trepidation, all of these other things, fear, everything that is not of God. They're doing it at the same time. But see, this is the insidious way of it because it takes a long period of time to do it. So you don't readily offhand see the damage they're doing. You just slowly feeling it. And how do you cook a frog? Put it in water and slowly turn up the heat. That's how crazy this is. And then once you get to this point where you healing, all roads lead back to Asia at some point. So now you're going to start looking at the relationships you were in and these people. And what all the things they brought into your life all led you to one or two or three emotions. All low vibrational. All low vibrational. They never, when you see them, you don't say, thank God they're here. No, you don't. Oh, hell, here we go. What we got now? What's the next thing? What's the next song? Here we go. That's how you feel about it. But that's a toxic relationship sign. And I just thought you be good to everybody. Everybody be good to you. That was it, right? Do unto others. That ain't how it work out here. That ain't how it work out here at all. And then you start getting real pissy about the kindergarten sing-alongs and stuff where you singing these songs, but this is not how life is. But what do? You can either sit there feeling sorry for yourself or just kick it up a notch. So let's turn it on them. Let's turn it on them. Let's show them their own delusion, their own psychosis at work. At work. Because they don't chart off the road. They don't chart off the road. And after all the stuff that they put you through, mentally, you a giant right now. Mentally, you a giant. And they know that. But see, these people only operate in certain ways. And once you consume and learn everything you need to know about the way they move, now let's do it. Let's get it on now. Because they only going to go the way they going to go. These are NPCs. These programs are glitchy as hell. These programs are glitchy as hell. You got your opposition. We all have those. But you have the tools to win. And they're going to do one of a few things over and over again. But see, they strip away at your self-esteem, and when you start coming out of these toxic relationships, you are going to slowly start to realize that they did a lot of damage with that one. When you around this person, there's an imbalance of power. Y'all ain't playing on the same team, and when you making good sense and arguing with somebody about a decision you should make, whether y'all a couple or where y'all want to go, or this might be the reason we need to go here at this time of the year because you don't have traffic and this, that, and other. See, when you in the relationship with a person like this, now you start feeling bad for even speaking up. Because you know your opinion is always different from theirs. Always different from the groups, the monkeys, the flunkies, the minions. Your opinion is always different. So you just learn to just not say anything because they ain't gonna never be understanding anything you talk about. So now you the only person in the church and everybody in their deaf. Nobody can hear you. So you learn to just stop saying anything because ain't nobody gonna rock with you. Ain't nobody gonna understand what you just said. Even though it make all the sense in the world. They ain't gonna understand that. And most of them is because they chose not to understand it. They just said that no matter what they saying. I don't care if he said that's a trunk with $10 million in it. I ain't gonna believe it because he said it. They'll mess their own life up trying to get back at you. That's how it is. They will take their own life and throw it in the crapper just to get back at you. What's up, Galaxy? What's going on? Keep looking up. What's going on? Welcome. Pinterest, Maya, welcome, y'all. But see, this is the nature of because when you in these relationships for so long, depending on if they was in your immediate family or your neighborhood, and y'all had one of the neighborhoods where it was really, really tight. Everybody kind of knew everybody. It was one of them type of situations. Country towns is like that, you know. You grew up around these people, but you knew that there was something that wasn't making sense in all of this. All of these people. And you constantly watch back and forth. You watch as history repeats itself over and over again. I mean, she got pregnant at 14. She got pregnant at 17. And then you find every now and then in the neighborhood, one person actually made something of themselves, but they had to move. They had to get up and just bounce. And then the narrative that they always paint in these neighborhoods is, oh, they got too good. They thought they was better than me. That's what they always go to. They always go to that. They always go to that because they want you with low self-esteem. They want you to beat up on yourself. That's what they doing. They planting a seed and walking away and letting you beat your own self up. That's what they doing. But you knew these people wasn't right. And this is not right. But you've been so used to it for so long because you probably grew up around it. And if you grew up around it, then that's all you really known. So you tend to deal with it a lot more because that's all you've ever known. If you guys want to donate to the channel, the Cash App is down below. Super Chats are as well, guys. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe, share this with somebody who may need it. Yeah, guys, this is what it is. But you grew up around these kind of people. So as you get older and you get a little bit more tired, and you done seen some things, and you done been around the block a couple of times, and you're like, you know what, this is stupid. This is stupid. I'm not doing this anymore. So if she called and tell her I ain't home. Tell her I ain't home. And then eventually you get to the point where they won't give up. They keep trying to impose into your life. They keep trying to find a way to say, oh, well, guess what happened? I really don't want to know what happened. But they always know something. They always holding somebody else's information in their mouth. Because they need that to get into other doors. They do that. And they make it look like, oh, I was concerned about her. No, you wasn't. You was just telling her business. Come on, you just being messy. Slop hog heaven. And people be sitting there, and the older you get tired of it. But you start seeing this bull. Everybody might not be in my age group, but you know when you've seen a situation happen a few times. And you're like, okay, that's enough of this. And every time you start to make different decisions, you start moving different. And as you move different, things start getting better. Maybe not all in one day, but they're getting better. But there's an imbalance of power. You don't even want to voice your opinion around these people because these people don't rock with you. They don't understand you. So they are never going to understand your point of view on anything. Even if it's to their own best interest. They're going to intent on not understanding you. They mind is made up about that. But they will stay in your life just to cause as much hell in your mental psyche as they can. Real devil shit. Real devil stuff. Pardon my language. But it's an imbalance of power. They are controlling and excessively jealous about everything. Stuff that don't even make sense to be jealous of. They're jealous about it. Like they have to find something to fight. And chosen ones are no better target than anything. Like we shine so bright. What they love to see, this is the kind of thing when a celebrity gets really, really famous. And all of a sudden they turn for blood. Because there's nothing better than taking down somebody successful. These are those people. All the time. All day, every day for the rest of their life. What's going on? Theon, only me? The only me. Okay, what's going on? Sorry about that. I want to make sure I get your name right. What's going on? Welcome to the live. But see, this is the thing. They jealous of everything. They jealous because you got more ketchup on your fries than they did. Real silly shit like that. Like, your life is that empty. You ain't got a job to worry about. You ain't got kids to worry about. You ain't got anything to worry about than how much ketchup you got on them damn fries. Really? Really? Is this where we at now? What are we in dumb land? I don't have time for this. And see, I'm at that point where I was real quiet, soft-spoken. Because I was trying to understand what the hell I was living around. What I was enduring. Because this wasn't normal. I knew it wasn't normal. But it seemed to be my normal. I'm like, what the wait, okay. So when I get older, we need to make a few changes. I had already known that. When I got old enough to be in control of myself as a person, I knew we had to make some changes. Something had to go. Something had to go, either me or this. Because this ain't working. This is not it. This is not hitting. Okay. You start giving up on practicing self-care because these people got you so run down. You so run down. Like, you to the point where you don't know if you're coming or going no more. You don't know. You to the point where it's just pretty much disgust around you all the time. Bouillon Smith, what's up? Welcome to the live. You to the point where you mentally exhausted all the time. Mentally exhausted. Because these people have put you through it. And when it's quiet and peaceful, they will dig up stuff just to make you go through it. And chosen ones and starseeds, light workers, indigo children, we do not deal in chaos like that. Now, we can handle ourselves in chaos because we've all been through it before. Am I lying? We've all been through it before, so we can handle it. But we don't thrive. We don't wake up in it, spend all day and then go to sleep in it. But we do know how to handle ourselves in a stressful situation. Don't get it twisted. But dwelling in there and living in that muck and mire is not on the list. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's for poor people. That's for poor people. Mentally poor people. That's for poor people. Nah, that's how peasants do it. No. What you want to do, burn yourself out at both ends? Now you out there looking all crazy and stuff. Now you all burnt out. And to the point where you don't take care of yourself. See, that's what it is. They working on you as a spirit being, having a physical experience, and they chipping away a little bit off the elbow, a little bit off the knee, a little bit off the ankle. They just slowly shaving you down into something that you don't recognize no more, that you can't invest in anymore. Talk about oneself, because you done compromised on so many levels just to make it all stop, and it never stops. It never stops. But then God, one day, or when you start going through this awakening like a lot of us are, when you start, hey F. McKeon, what's going on? This is what it is. One day you wake up and you have that awakening. And you like, you know what? I just don't care no more. I don't care. What they got going on is what they got going on. Now, life, we're going to push life in park for a second. Okay, there's a few things that I'm not tolerating no more. I'm sick of it. I'm done. And everybody gets to that level at a different place. But you get tired of seeing the same shit over and over again. From the same people who refuse to do better. Oh, you don't know what they did to me. Oh, see, that's some Jerry Springer type energy that hits me. Even scanning through, because I don't watch TV. I have the internet, so I like to control what I intake. I don't just watch whatever the networks regurgitate for me. I'm sorry, I'm not one of them kind of people because everything ain't good. I gotta guard my eyes and ears. So when like Lamont's mom is watching TV or something, she may watch one of those kind of shows, and I just can't. And when somebody mentally thinks that way, where they have this really ratchet, basic, poverty mindset, everything they say feels fucking gross. It feels gross. I'm sorry, y'all. It feels gross. Everything they say, the way their opinions about whatever's going on at the time, their opinions feel disgusting. Right? And you talking to this person because listen now, we supposed to be nice to everybody. So we are. That's not a problem being nice to everybody. But see, they mix it up in the church where you got to keep these people around you even though these ain't your people. So they saying this stuff and you getting the heebie-jeebies, the creepy crawlies all over your skin. But you supposed to be nice to this person. So you supposed to invite this person over for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So you supposed to be okay with this person when they steal your wallet out your room. You supposed to be okay with this person when they crash your car and bust your tires. You supposed to keep, that's the thing. And see, if you getting hit at all sides by people like this, they are slowly chipping away at you, the person. But they get you to this point where you don't care about yourself. But when you start really not caring about, okay, I got to go to the store, and you don't care about how you going out there to look, you just want to get it done and over with, or just get out the house to get away from these kind of people or that situation. That now you in scary waters. Now the water's getting a little choppy. So there's gonna be certain safety measures you need to put in place, or you need to start thinking about it. And see, that's what these videos are, y'all. That's what these lives are. We are here to get everybody operating under the same tools. That way, when you go out in the daytime, you ready for what life can throw at you. And you got your guns, you ready. You ready for the day. And see, that's the thing. A lot of us chosen ones ain't had that because we were around our ass of bad people. So this information, they knew they were narcissists. They knew what the game was, but nobody told you. Nobody told you. Nobody told you. So you just had to figure it out. Now they under the you starting to wake up now, and God done woke you up, and now you don't move the same. Uh-oh. We got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. No, yeah, y'all got a problem. Y'all got a problem. Y'all got a problem because the game goes on for me. It never stopped. Anytime you were around people like this, that chaos never stopped. It never did. That chaos never stopped. And all you wanted was some peace and quiet. But see, that's how they get you off center. Because you are a power being. So they can't come at you straight up one-on-one. They got to come at you at every possible side so that they can shave you from that big, strong square that you are and smooth out your edges. So they hitting you from every side. And it's usually not one relationship, it's several you growing up around. Several people. Family, school, otherwise. Work, wherever. It's several of them. Because the enemy needs multiple vessels. He can't be everywhere like God can. He can't. And he will use as many broken people around you as possible to hit you at every side. Because your power is strong. So he's got to keep you off center. Because if you ever get your faculties together and reconnect, it's over for him. And he know it. And everybody who's doing his work and being a vessel for him to come at you is going to get chopped off. That's exactly what's going to happen. You keep staying around this person hoping for them to change. I did this for, I did this for way longer than I ever realized I did. Hey, Frenchie, I did this for way longer. I wasted several years of my life on this thing. And this right here is a pet peeve of mine. You sit around, but you can't get mad at nobody but yourself. But you did it from the right place in your heart. You did it from the right place. Hey, what's up, Caramel Rose? You did it from the right place in your heart. So you can't be mad at that. That's a lesson you got to take. out of life. That's a lesson you got to take. Hoping that you helping somebody, waiting for them to change, and they never do. They never got no plan on it. See, so that was what really pisses you off, because this person knew they wasn't going to do it. They knew they didn't stand a shot in hell of ever getting better, but they're going to keep you on the hook and slow you down in your pursuit. That's what pissed me off the most. But once you get over that, you still got your life. You still got every day God giving you. And every opportunity that's on the horizon for you. These people ain't got no horizon. It's all darkness out there. It's all darkness in the land. Chosen ones, light workers, starseeds, we got the whole horizon. We got everything beyond them colors, the pinks and the blues in the sky. We got everything beyond that. Everything not there is a ghost town for them. They ain't got nothing. That's the scary place. But you waiting for this person to change, and one day the door closes. Spiritually, the door closes. Something in your heart goes, that's it. Because see, the cycle will continue with these toxic relationships. But like mine, it came to that day where I was like, okay, my heart just closed. So the person continued their cycle, but that shit got no traction. I'm sorry. Hold up. We done. Take your toys and be on your way. We done. That's way too much. And it was so drastic because for so long I had been given more than the benefit of the doubt. To the point where it was just me thinking that was being a good person. Tanking my future for the sake of this loser in the present. But then once that light bulb went off in my heart and God said, no more of this. They came back with that damn cycle. Nope, we done. That's it. And it was like hot and cold. Like you freeze the piss out of them because they're like, oh my God, who is this person? Nah, your time is up. Your time is up. Game over. We done. And see, you sitting around hoping for this person to change, and they got a little more time out of your life than you should have given them. We all feel that way. But it was for a noble cause. You were trying to save a soul. So God won't be mad at that. You were trying to save somebody. But once you let go, do not feel bad about that either. They had to go. You feel insecure around these people. You don't know. And all that strength and power that you have as a chosen one, it just comes to us. We have that. So there's always a host of people around you to make sure you stay humble. You got to make sure you stay humble. No, what they want to do is keep you down there with them. Being humble is treating people with respect. They want to make you low vibrational, but they use the word humble. Because God's people are destroyed by lack of knowledge. If you got knowledge, you know that humble and low vibrational ain't the same thing. But on a piece of paper to somebody who ain't studying and ain't bettering oneself, it kind of look the same, don't it? But humble is not low vibrational. Those are two different horses. But they say one, but it actually applies to the other. Whatever they got to say to keep you down there with them. Because you can't go out there shining like that. You're going to make them look bad. What kind of... they are not going to have that. So they don't care if they got to attack you or get you to attack yourself. One way or the other, that got to get done. Because you're going to make us look bad. So they always got the sour face on when they're looking at you. Like, what did I do to you? It's the spirit in these people. They can't stand you. And once you learn to love and to enjoy the opposition, because you know where you're going, right? You know if something happened today or tomorrow, you know where you're going. And you did what you had to do. It may not have pleased everybody down here, but I don't know anybody down here that got a heaven you can go into. That has peace that you can go into when everything down here starts falling apart. That's a false reality. And what narcissists do is they try to get you to believe in a false reality. So that when everything is done and life is said and done, they ass out and you ass out too. Because you lived in La La Land and didn't go to the one true God that was there. See, this is the whole psychological scoop on this thing. It's really insidious when you think about it. You could take any chosen one and get all the information about their life and write an autobiography and get the most dramatic stuff you have ever seen in a story. Because we have all been through it. We done been through this. And now that we get into this place where we have this information, that's why everybody knew what was going on with these relationships, but they never said nothing to you. That's why. Because as soon as you knew what the hell was going on, all you would have to do was look it up. And they know chosen ones are we love to learn something. We love to know something more than we know yesterday. We look for gold coins everywhere. I went and started looking this up. I said, you gotta be kidding me. Pandora's box bust wide open. I said, you dirty bitch. And everything just started flying out of my life. I mean, all the situations, the relationships, how things was moving with these people, it all just started flying. And I got overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I got overwhelmed. I'm looking at all this stuff happen. I'm like, yeah. Then you get mad as hell because of what you had to go through. I couldn't focus on being the greatest hip-hop artist of all time, musician of all time, basketball player, anything. I couldn't focus on none of that because I had all this crazy shit to deal with. All of these crazy people to deal with. All of this foolishness going on. Then you start wondering what your life could have been like if you hadn't had all this to deal with. But you wouldn't be going where you're going either. So it's happening for a reason. So how do I play these cards the best way I know how? And this kind of information right here, y'all. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Share this with somebody who may need it. The next one, and this was the big one for me. This one really chewed my hide. They never take responsibility for nothing. They ain't never did nothing wrong. Like I was saying earlier, you don't realize how aggravating and triggering and this somebody that doesn't do this. Once you notice it and you see it over and over again, this will piss you off more than anything. And you get so mad that you're going to be like, you silly, silly, stupid person. Do you not realize that everything that's happening to you is because of you? It's the weirdest thing. Why does every place you move into, you always wind up leaving or something going on? Yeah, because this place, they didn't clean it and take care of it right. So you mean to tell me every place you lived in from 1994 to about 2005, all of them was bad places? The only common denominator is you. You the only place attached to everywhere that's one of these apartments or houses. So don't you think out of all of these years, it might be a little simpler than that? But no, they can't. They can't. Because they don't see themselves as learning from a mistake. They got to know it all. They got to have all the answers. That's why they don't have a God. Because they are their God. They are their God. And what they do is they try to turn your focus to making them your God. But hell no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, chosen ones. And once you get to that point where you really sit there and you realize that this was a battle for your soul. This battle has been going on for your soul before you even came into this planet. Before you came into this planet, you had already had strategic demons and devils hiding inside of people in your life, chewing on you for years and years. And now, this is where you get all the information. You got all the information to rock it how you want to rock it. Okay, you may not have had no control over the way this story started, but you damn sure gonna have control over how this one go in. You have, and they know that. They know that. Because what is it? A revenge is a dish best served cold. They used to sit there and look at you with that same grin I got going on right now. Remember back in the day, they used to look at you like that, like they got the secret. That's because they did have the secret, but nobody was telling you that. Nobody was telling you what the hell was going on. So something wrong with these people. They ain't saying nothing. They knew. They knew what it was, but you didn't know. Now you got the keys. Now you got the keys. And see, even though they knew what the game was, they still don't do nothing different. They still do the same thing. But see, now that you got the keys, you don't follow repeat patterns. You're not a stuck person. They are stuck people. You are not stuck. So they will still do the same basic moves over and over again. A NPC, that character does the same moves over and over. And you know AB, uppercut. Remember? That's what they do. But now that you got the keys to the situation, you're not stuck in a loop. You're not stuck in the loop, so now the game gets interesting. That's why they worked as hard as they did to keep that information from you. But they ain't taking no responsibility for nothing. You don't trust people no more. You don't trust people no more. Not like that. Not like you may have in the past. I mean, because one in everybody's like, we got to find a way to trust somebody. Because there's no way to live. But you don't trust people like you used to. Now when people talk, you could be sitting right there and all you hear is blah, 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 blah. And you can feel it, and you try your damnedest to give this person a chance because you're supposed to be good like that to everybody, but you know jive turkey shit when you hear it. You know womp, 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 womp when you hear it. And the older you get and the more spiritually older. I would say spiritually older because everybody's at this place in their life at a different time. I know there's 20-year-olds that said they done. And I'm impressed because I wish I would have been one of them 20-year-olds that just said, I'm dead. That's it, I'm done. I didn't get my trip. I didn't get my ticket till later, but I got it. And I'm sharing what I know with everybody out here. You will know when you're talking to people and all you hear is womp, 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 womp. And you're like, word, for real, word. But you know they ain't saying nothing. You know they ain't saying nothing. And see, the thing with me is that I ain't got a filter like that. Nah, I ain't got a filter like that. Because see, I'm nice to everybody. I don't trust everybody. I don't rock with everybody. And I'm not going to pretend to be friends and cool with certain people. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm going to take my exit this way. That's what I'll do. I'll take my exit. But I'm not going to sit there and tolerate bad company. No, we're not doing that no more. I'm way past that point in my life. All right, guys, if you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App information is down below. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you can, guys. But yeah, you don't trust people like that no more because you done been burned too many times. And it's messed up when it's your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, or somebody that was supposed to show you the way or take you under their wings so that you have every opportunity to go out in this world and be a success, and all they did was come at you the wrong way. They don't realize exactly how that breaks a person's heart down. So there's certain parts of your heart that are closed for repairs. And they've been closed a long time. But you don't turn it off. An empath and a chosen one don't turn their heart off. They may put it away for a while. Or they may go back into themselves for a while to do some healing, some regrouping, some restructuring. But then as time goes on, you learn, oh, that part of the park is open, but it's not open to you. You can't go over there. That's the VIP section. Yeah, they pay for those armbands to go over there in my heart. You? Nah. Nah, we're not doing that. And we're kind of offended that you would even ask. Because out of everybody on the planet, you would probably be the last one. But they will still try because they have to. They have no shame. They're shameless creatures. The TV show Shameless, it's like that. I mean, they done did worse in the previous episode. So how low can you go? How low can you go? But see, that's the thing of it. But you don't trust people like that no more because certain people have to have certain rights to certain places in your heart. Oh, thank you, Frenchie. Thank you so much. Okay, because yeah. You don't trust people like that because everybody don't deserve access. Thank you so much, Frenchie. People don't deserve access to the deeper, darker parts of your heart. And as a light worker, no matter even if it is a sensitive area in your heart, you're still made out of light. So it's still 10 times brighter than anything they got rocking on the side of them. Anything in their spirit, you still 100 times brighter, even if that is a damaged part of your heart because of something you've been through in the past. That's how scary it is. Like you were sitting around here, walking around, just cotton candy in the bag. for these kind of wolves, predatory creatures, and monsters. You are. You like a walking steak out here for a bunch of starving people because of what you carry inside of you. Thank you, Frenchie. Because of what you carry inside of you. And this is the thing. That's why they all knew and never said nothing to you. Because if you knew this, you could have these monkeys out here jumping over each other. Thank you, Fresh Flowers, Eva. Thank you so much. You would have these people out here doing all kind of stuff just to be in your presence. But until you know what your power is, you're going to keep allowing Larry, Curly, and Moe in your life. See, these people don't have access. Their ass should not be at the back door. They should not be at the stage. They should not have any access to you. But because they know you, or because they were placed in your life, if you wasn't family with these people, you wouldn't fuck with them. And you know you wouldn't, because they don't move right. And if you plan on taking over the world, I don't know about a lot of y'all chosen ones out there, but I want it all. I want all of it. I want all the success and trappings that my past afforded me. Everybody didn't have to go through the stuff that we went through. So I want what I want my portion. I want my portion. And my main reason is to show other people out there that there's a better way to do this. You don't have to go out there and get insurance policies on everybody and their mama. You don't have to live foul like that. Good things do happen out there. Everybody is in that kaleidoscope. Everybody's getting moved at their own turn. Everybody's getting their chance. But when your turn gets moved, you better hope you got the right things up under you. And see, these people don't have that. You feel worse whenever you're around these kind of people. You may have came into that party feeling hype, like this is going to be a good night. And you just see a couple of them standing outside before you get in the house or get in the club. Then you find a whole bunch of them in the shady part where the bathroom is. An hour later, you done heard gunshots go off in the club. But you already saw it happening because it progressively got worse. But see, this is the thing. Chosen Ones, we got the keys. We got all of it. We got it. We that light in the darkness. We that piece of gold at the end of that rainbow. We can have it all if we want it. But we got to be willing to get rid of some of these other people. We got to be willing to get rid of the dead weight. Because you're going to have to cut them off, or they're going to drag you down too. Now, instead of one being per person floating on the bottom of the ocean, it's two. But they made that choice when they did that deal, when they became that narcissist. That was a soul decision. That was a decision that they made. That wasn't a decision they were born into with a disability or something like that. They wasn't born into that. They made a conscious choice for that, so they know where they're going. They're just trying to figure out how to get your ass down there. We already know what the game is with us, and they look at you because they know something you don't know. And then once you know this information, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got a gun. Now let's see how you move through the woods. Let's see how you move through the woods. It's the unfortunate truth about this. And for a while during your wake-up period, guys, when y'all start cutting these relationships off, we all know there's a whole host of emotions and feelings you go through. You're going to go through your ups and your downs, and there's going to be days when you're going to be pissed, rightfully pissed, because of everything and the serious results it could have meant for you. This could have meant you in heaven or you in hell. They tried to destroy your soul in hell. Not only did they try to kill you or get you sick, because there's people out there that pay to get their kids sick so that they can keep getting attention from people, or they pimping you in some other way. You know how the game goes. You know how the game goes out there with people. People are shameless. They would do anything for that dollar, the love of money, or what you can possibly bring. And as a chosen one, you are a motherfucking unicorn sitting on that bed. And every day they come in there, and they got to figure out how to keep this horse, this unicorn, from getting so strong that it busts through the gates. Now their money is running over the hill, never to be seen again. So they doing everything in their power to keep you wrangled in that damn pen. Because you can jump that fence at any time. As a unicorn, you can jump that fence as a chosen one. You can jump that fence. They know you can jump that fence, but they got to make you believe you can't jump that fence. So this place right here is their playground. But you feel worse when you're around them. You drained all the time. And see, that's what they're doing. Because they got to, as a unicorn and as the source of all magic that will ever come in their life, they have to have you there. They have to keep you drained to the point that your muscles are weak so you can't jump over that fence and get the hell out of Dodge. That's why. You see how all the roads lead back to the same place? They either, like some parents, some people actually make people sick to get benefits from them. Like elder abuse and stuff like that. Or mentally sick. Or physically drained because of your nervous system being so out of whack because of the shit they put you through. They put you through it just to get you off center so that you don't go nowhere. Now all your power is theirs. And they can wave them little greedy hands and see what they can get off you. That's all it is. You don't feel like yourself when you're around these people. You don't feel like really anybody. You can feel there's a part of your essence that's leaving you when you're around these people. So now instead of being a happy person and always in the moment, or you ride with your friends in the car and something happens and you say a clever pun that was exactly what the situation called for, see those kind of moments where magic of life happens like that, you don't even feel them shits no more. You don't feel nothing like that. It's like you are losing your very essence being around these people. So now instead of one person sitting there looking like a zombie, now it's two, now it's three. Everybody moved the same. Everybody just sad and alone and depressed. And it's just this permeating thing that affects everybody who's around. By all means, they got to do that to you. That's why you have so many toxic relationships in one person's life. You got 20 people around you in different ways, different positions in your life, all pulling at you in some way or form. That's how high the deck is stacked against you as a chosen one. But that should let you know exactly how much stronger you are than this situation. Because normal people can't deal with this. Normal people couldn't handle this. These narcissists that put you through this, they couldn't handle this. They couldn't handle this. But what they don't realize is that they created this monster. You are the beast. And everything you know, you done learned from them. And they don't do nothing else. So all they gonna do is keep regurgitating the same thing in a different format, like you don't know. Now you got them keys. But see, these are all signs of toxic relationships. And no matter what form they come in, mama, cousin, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, everybody. Little Ray, teet down the street, all of it. It's the same thing. You don't feel like yourself around them. They don't bring out the best in you, and you don't seem to see the best in yourself no more either. You're like, man, I got to keep dealing with this sort of stuff. Life is just getting me. And that's what they're doing. They siphoning your life force out of you. They are vampires. They are vampires. They are vampires. Because I seen this movie right before I had my spiritual awakening. And it was Vamps with Christina Applegate, was it? Yeah. And this lady, there was real vampires, and the lady went to a support group meeting, and she was like, I'm a side vampire. And at that point, I hadn't been through my spiritual awakening, so I didn't know what that was. She was like a psychic vampire. I feed off of other people. And I just thought that was the funniest scene. Like, I'd still laugh about that junk today. I think it might be on my channel somewhere. But that's what they are. They feeding off of you. And you got so much abundance within you that the more they draining your blood, your life force, your energy out of you, you still got 200 to 300,000 times more energy than they do. So you just are being a light, and they just feeding off of you for everything they can get. And they can't let your little unicorn ass go skipping off happy somewhere else. Now we need that here. So they willing to do what they can do to keep you here. You start not to feel positive about your future because in your mind's eye, all you're going to see is this person still here, still ruining your good time, still being in your face and messing up stuff. So you don't feel positive about your future because you just feel like they're a burden. They're a burden and they won't go anywhere. They won't go anywhere. And what they doing is they pushing you and testing your gangster, and they got to get that line out of you. And then once you kirk out and act like the lion that you always was, they're going to go back and act like the victim, like, well, I didn't do anything. Because that's what they do. Now you the bad guy. But see, this is the only key to it. Who gives a damn if you the bad guy? They should have known to stay in their damn lane. Stay where you at. Stay where you at. You know this person don't want to deal with you. Stay where you at. But now you ain't going to keep walking all over like, we're not doing that. But they going to say you the bad guy. Be okay with that. Yeah, I mean, I guess everybody got an origin story, huh? But since everything in this world is upside down, you know what team you on. You know what team you on. Because you wouldn't be going through this. You wouldn't be going through this if you wasn't on his team. Because God ain't, this is God's world, but you know who playground this is. That's why he giving you a hard time, because you won't play ball with him. No, we won't. No, thank you, sir. We won't. They love to play games. They got to keep the chaos going all the time. Chaos has got to be going all the time for these people. So when you finally get a moment when you're around these people and you like, thank God ain't nothing going on, they will create something just to take you off your square. Because if they off their square, who the hell cares? I mean, who the hell knows? Because they so messed up as it is. There's so much jealousy, hatefulness, enviness, all of these low vibrations in there. If they off their square, who the hell cares? They ain't going nowhere. They know they ain't going nowhere. So they don't need to be on their center square. They don't need to have their stuff together because they're a mess. They're a mess from top to bottom. Even the wiring in the house is shot. So you can't just go in there and refix the place and put up some new siding. You got to gut the whole house. Wiring and all. You might as well tear the frame down and start again. That's how bad they are. But they keep this chaos around you. Because if you off your square, maybe they can get a victory out of it because you can go anywhere you want. But if your life turns out as shitty as theirs did, they don't look as bad anymore. Well, I was a bad person, but my brother was better than I was, or my sister was better than I was, and they still ended up down here at the bottom with me. So what does that say? We couldn't win. And that justifies that victim mentality. And they used your life to do it. They used your life, your future, and the possibilities you could acquire and tried to bring you down just so they could justify them not doing a damn thing because they know they can't do nothing because their soul is gone. They're going to always compete with you. And this is the last one, y'all. They're going to compete with you. Because for some reason, with all that light you got, you the prize in the top of the case. Even if you don't feel like, I really don't feel like dealing with this kind of stuff today, too bad. You still the prize in the top of the case. So you might want to just put on some sweats and go to the gas station and get something and sit at home. Just be prepared. You still the prize in that case. Somebody's still gonna come. You're gonna have to fortify yourself. Phone calls, addresses, people showing up at your house. You're gonna have to fortify yourself. Because like I said, you are the power source. You are everything. You are everything. So if they can keep you down, then their life don't look as shitty as it really is. So if somebody this powerful and strong is still down here with me, then I didn't give up on myself. But knowing the whole time they tried to tank you, that's why. But as long as they can keep you on that level with them, it can make them look like they not as trashy as they are for not doing nothing with their life. But in order for that to happen, they got to make sure they pull you down there with them. That's how they do it. So, guys, I just wanted you to be mindful of this, guys. I really enjoyed y'all being here on the live, guys. Thank you again to Lady Ree for the donation to the channel. Thank you, too, Frenchie. I appreciate that. I'll make sure it goes to the channel. Thank you, Fresh Flowers, too. I want to thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Share this content with people out there, guys, because I'm trying to keep up with it. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep growing, and I hope you guys stay here and stay on the channel, guys. And invite others to come, too, because we're going to keep waking it up. We're going to keep waking everybody up because When that horn sounds off in that sky and it's time for us to go, everybody gonna know. All God's kids gonna know. I want us all out of here. I want us all to get up and go. What's up, Yee? I want us all to be able to go. Because we have the keys now. We have the tools. We got the bullets, we got the ammo, we got the guns. We got it all. The same way they shot at us without mercy. The same way they shot at us without mercy. Let's shoot back. Let's shoot back. They wouldn't have hesitated. They wouldn't have pulled a punch on us. They would have riddled our body with bullets if they could, but they know they can't touch the anointing. They can't touch the anointing. They can't do that. So they got to work within the parameters they got. I mean, they still gonna get their ass handed to them when God gets a hold of them. We already know that. But what they doing is they're trying to work within the parameters so they don't get smoked for putting their hand on the chosen one. So something really bad don't happen to somebody they love from putting their hands on the chosen one. So what they do is they try to get into your playground and mess yours up. Then it's basically suicide. You did it to yourself. That's how powerful it is. So not only are we fighting on a physical level, a lot of times, we fight on the spiritual level. And if your spirit is low, it could take over it could create illnesses in the body. And it keeps you from healing, which means you're a wounded warrior out here in these streets of life. You're not at your full strength capacity because of all the wounds you sustain. But see, with this information, we're cleaning out those wounds and bandaging them up. And every year, and every month, and every time we block somebody, our strength level is coming up. It's a +2, it's a +4, it's a +5. Coming up now. So now let's just bestow the same amount of justice that they gave us. But let's do it in the spirit. Let's keep our hands clean. All right, guys, this has been Intuitive Anthony. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I want to thank y'all for being here, guys. But remember, if you like it, I love it. But these narcs out here, cold-blooded, guys. Have a good night, y'all. Have a good one. Good night. Peace.